They hit him with the, hey man, appreciate what you do.
Thanks for your service.
Thanks for your service. But speak on that, what that really did and how it changed you.
You know, one of the reasons that we've been so aggressive when it comes to supporting our military veterans is because it is very personal. You know, I realize that for so many of these men and women, they come home and, you know, we think that for the first day back when we throw them the parade or, you know, people jump in their arms or we have the video camera there, it's like, yeah, but remember, there is a day 2 and a day 3 and a day 4 when all those things aren't there and where these folks are coming back home and coming back to a world that in many ways moved on while they were gone.
So let's talk about it. First, in that video, you see Governor Moore. He's talking about veterans because he's a veteran. But if you notice, he's talking on behalf of veterans as a veteran, but he doesn't have veterans with him to speak up for themselves. If you notice that, if you notice, most of these politicians, especially the ones who are veterans, they're not coming up talking to veterans about veterans issues. They are claiming that they are the spokesperson for a veteran because they served, without really giving context and nuance to their own service. One of the things that's most disturbing to me about what Wes Moore is doing is that, first and foremost, you're doing a podcast with a football player, right? And again, this podcast that you're doing has no veterans to discuss actual issues. And the concept that Wes Moore is giving is that veterans can't adjust due to combat, that we can't adjust coming back home from combat. And that's the farthest from the truth. The fact is, yes, life goes on while we're overseas. The world, America moves on. So do we. So do we. At the end of the day, my military service and my combat service does not mean that somehow I have amnesia and can't remember how to survive in America. Somehow my combat service doesn't mean that I don't have other skills besides combat. It doesn't mean that I somehow lost my intellect. Combat does not mean any of that. Combat is an experience that we have while we're in the military when we fight in a war. That's it. That's it. It's a small period of time. And all veterans, despite what Governor Moore may want to believe, all veterans do not have the same experience in combat. I've been in combat 4 times, so I'm an expert when it comes to combat. So within my 4 times, yes, I've seen some bad stuff. Yes, absolutely. I've seen the most horrible stuff that you can see. But I was trained to see. And that's why I wanted to make this video, to let everybody know that as a veteran, we're trained to see the things that we see. And we all don't have PTSD from going to war. We all don't have adjustment issues coming back from combat back to America. I just want to let y'all know that.